Hey everyone! Welcome to episode 29 and a half of the Uno Amalgam series. This episode is not like the others, as I'm only going to be covering the recently released Uno Spin Adults Only. Will this be making it into the Amalgam, or will it be reserved for expansions? Stay tuned to find out. A special thank you to Wario for donating the money used to purchase this Uno version. Because this version was released very recently, this video will also serve as a full documentation of everything it has to offer. For those out of the loop, Uno Spin Adults Only is effectively a fusion between Uno Spin and Uno Dare Adults Only, making it a spin-off of both of those games. Uno Dare Adults Only itself is a spin-off of Uno Dare, which itself is a spin-off of Uno, meaning Uno Spin Adults Only is a spin-off of a spin-off of a spin-off of Uno. And yes, this game really is made only for adults, not children or families. You need to be over 18 to play this game. Consider this your content warning for the video. I won't be addressing anything YouTube wouldn't like, though. If you just want to know if this made it into the Amalgam in some capacity, feel free to check the rules doc in a few days. That being said, this is also a documentation video, so I'll be leaving a link in the description to full image scans of everything relevant in this game should you want to read what I couldn't talk about here. Starting with the game components, this game is packaged nearly identically to Uno Spin 2025, and both games use the exact same plastic mold for the spinner. The adults-only version is a navy blue color though, unlike the black version found in regular Uno Spin. There are still 10 spaces on the wheel, but none of them are the same as they are in Uno Spin 2025, meaning this wheel is mechanically unique. More on the mechanics in a bit. The Uno cards themselves are very similar to Uno Spin 2025, with slightly different color shades and black borders and details being the primary differences. The wild cards also have an ominous red shadow along their border, which I think is a nice touch. There are also 16 new challenge cards included, which get shuffled and form a new challenge pile. More on those in a bit. Alright, mechanics. Within the main draw pile, making a surprise return is the Discard All card. This allows you to discard all cards in your hand of that color when played. Another thing of note is that the Wild Draw 4 effect text has the challenging rule integrated into the effect, just like the modern release of base Uno does. This is a good thing, and I hope they keep using this new format going forward. Just like Uno Spin, the adults-only version has a spin modifier on several cards, specifically 30 of them. All 1, 2, and 3 number cards, as well as one 4-number card of each color, as well as 2 wild cards, have the spin modifier. When you play a card with this modifier, you must spin the wheel and resolve whichever wheel effect is spun. There are 10 slots on the wheel, but only 9 of them are unique from each other. The first 2 slots are Draw 2 slots. When you spin this symbol, you must draw 2. The next slot is the Targeted Draw 2 slot. When spun, you must choose another player to draw 2. Next is the Flip for Number slot. When spun, you must flip cards from the draw pile until you get a number card. You must then draw cards corresponding to the number card you drew and add them to your hand. Notably, nothing in this effect describes what happens to the cards you drew before you got your number card, and furthermore, there's nothing that tells you what to do with the number card itself. The effect symbol seems to imply that all flipped cards are flipped directly into the discard pile, with the final number card remaining active on top once the effect resolves. Next is the Discard 2 slot, which allows you to discard 2 cards at the bottom of the discard pile. Next is the Discard All slot, which is identical to the Discard All cards I mentioned earlier, except you get to pick the color you discard. Finally, we're getting into the slots on this wheel that actually make this an adults-only game. 3 of the slots are challenge slots, each labeled with a different letter. A, B, or C. When you spin one of these symbols, you must draw a card from the challenge pile and resolve the corresponding challenge. Each challenge card has 3 challenges on it, and they're also labeled A, B, and C. If you spin the challenge symbol with the letter A, you would need to do challenge A on the challenge card. Simple as that. If you fail the challenge, or if you chicken out, you must draw 4. It should be noted that in the rules it goes over how some challenges are subjective in nature. all players must agree on whether anyone has successfully completed a challenge, and strictness is completely up to the group. Finally, the last slot on the wheel is the target challenge. This allows you to choose another player to resolve a challenge, and you get to draw a challenge card and pick whether they must resolve challenge A, B, or C. A lot of these challenges are actually quite tame for an adults-only game, so allow me to do the honors of reading every challenge from this game that YouTube will safely let me read. Again, if you want to see the full card and rule scans, the link is in the description. Here we go. Squat and pretend to be a chicken laying an egg. You cannot talk, only giggle until your next turn. Wiggle your body like it is made of gelatin for 15 seconds. Lick the inside of your arm from your bicep to your fingertip. Keep your eyes closed and let someone feed you one item out of the fridge. Show the most embarrassing photo on your phone. Pretend to score a touchdown and do an impressive touchdown dance. Hey, this one sounds familiar. Name a celebrity lookalike for every player in the room. Do a dramatic catwalk like a model across the room. Pretend you are riding a bull in your seat for 20 seconds. Crawl across the floor shouting, "Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay." Attempt to breakdance. Let the player on your right whisper a nursery rhyme in your ear. Act like an animal of the group's choosing. Pretend you are flirting with your celebrity crush. Open the front door and howl like a wolf for 10 seconds. Perform ballet for 15 seconds. Suck your thumb for 2 rounds. Let another player send a text from your phone to one of your contacts. Pretend to be the player to your right for 15 seconds. Turn your shirt backwards for the rest of the game. Have a staring contest with the player directly across from you. The first to blink draws 2 cards. Let the other players go through your phone for a minute. Let the person to your right post any photo they choose on your social media feed. Take off your socks, wet them, and then put them back on. Repeatedly say, "I really need to poop" until your next turn. Get on the floor and do the worm. Roast all other players. Tell each person what you admire about them. Do an impression of another player until someone guesses who it is. Call a friend and sing happy birthday to them. Talk for 10 seconds without closing your mouth. Serenade the player on your left. Spin around 10 times and walk straight for at least 5 steps. Walk around the room like a chicken. And that's all of the ones I can say. Out of the 48 total challenges, 35 of them are safe for this channel. And I was being super picky. Like, only a few of these ones I didn't read off are truly raunchy, or whatever you want to call it. So if you're looking for a super adult experience, this game probably ain't it. A lot of these challenges feel like they belong in base Uno Dare. So will Uno Spin Adults only be getting added to the Amalgam right now, or will it be saved for expansions? Seeing as it has a modifier on number cards just like Uno Spin 2025, and that version just got added, Uno Spin Adults Only will also be getting added for the same reason. The Spin Adults Only modifier will be a multi-outcome dice effect that uses the D10 to select an option when played. It'll be placed on several existing number cards just like the other Uno Spin variants and their modifiers. Many of the outcomes are already established mechanics in Chemicards, so a lot of their implementation will be quite literally copy and paste. It's the implementation of the challenge deck that poses a bit of a challenge. After all, I'm trying to minimize card count, and adding 16 new cards just for one modifier seems like a bit much. So here's my idea. 3 new physical cards, each labeled A, B, and C, that contain all 16 challenges present with that letter from Uno Spin Adults Only. Don't worry, the naughtier ones will be replaced, as Chemicards will not be an Adults Only game. That's just as blasphemous as removing a mechanic after all. They'll each be labeled 1 through 16. Now when you roll the d10, and let's say you get the challenge A side, you would then roll the d20 to determine which challenge on the A card you actually got. If you rolled a number higher than 16, just re-roll it. With this implementation, only 3 new physical cards are needed, and they can join their brethren in the Dare List card stack, which has slowly been accumulating. The effects are still effectively the same as well, and it gives the D20 another use, which is always nice. So yep, that's that. I guess since this is technically an Uno Amalgam episode, I should probably still eliminate some stuff, right? Not much has happened since last time, but we have a few eliminations to go through. It's elimination time. Here we go. Buy Uno and get Uno Skippo bonus pack. Uno plus Bold 2 card games in 1. Uno Canvas Museum of Modern Art. Uno Smart Dice, China. Uno Bang Bang Fun, China. Uno Go, $1.25. Uno The Nightmare Before Christmas, 2005, Japan. Uno 40th Anniversary Edition, enter for a chance to win $40,000 in prizes. Uno Attack Refill Deck 2005. Play to win with Uno, Hong Kong 1988. Alright, elimination time over. Thanks for watching this super short episode of the Uno Amalgam series. I really just wanted to get that information about Uno Spin Adults Only out into the world as quickly as I could. The next episode will be a lot more substantial. Be sure to like the video if you in fact liked the video, and subscribe to stay up to date with this series. I've got more cards to make. Bye-bye!